Hello there, Akko here again. This is a second video on Thaumic bees. This is a video in response to a question from Lockley, who commented on my previous Thaumic video, asking to show how we get the start bees. Now, to look at start bees, if you research your bee stuff, your Thaumic bee stuff in your Thaumic, you'll see that there's a couple of researchable things regarding start bees. The first thing is start bees itself, that you can research once you've researched bees in Magic. Now you research that, it doesn't actually give you anything, it just lets you know about start bees, it lets you know that start bees exist. And then once you research that, you can research Thaumic bees. Now Thaumic bees show you that if you was to get hold of a start bee, you can then combine that with various shards to get different kind of bees that have different properties and stuff. So the Orodrone is one that I was interested in myself because it's got the fastest production speed, so it's good for all the other bees because you can give all the other bees types that fastest production trait. But you may just want them for getting Thaumcraft stuff, and that's very valid as well. So once you've done your research, I mean, you can do your research afterwards as well, you don't have to do it first, but once you've done research, you may be interested in actually getting them starter bees. So I'm going to have a quick look at how you actually get them. You need vanilla forestry bees. You need to do a bit of bee breeding. You can't just get them purely through Thaumcraft. You actually have to do some bee breeding. And there's 4 branches of bees you need to look at to actually get the bees you want. 4 vanilla forestry branches, that is. There's you can ignore most of these. Most of these are from extra bees that we don't need. There's actually 7 branches of Thaumic bee, but we only need to concern ourselves with these 3 at the minute: Thaumic, Supernatural, and Arcane. Now Thaumic has only got 1 bee in it, and that bee is the start bee, so that's a bee on its own there. That's what we're looking to make, so we need to work out how to make that. So if we look on that bee, using this data bank is quite a useful way of looking what you need. You can also use a Feed the Beast wiki. There's a very good bee breeding page that has all the different combinations you need. So they'll show you this same information if you don't have a data bank. If you look at a start bee in there, or on the wiki, you'll see that to get a start bee, you need an arcane bee and a supernatural. Now they're the bees that come from the top of these 2 branches, the supernatural branch and the arcane branch. So the top of the branches have got the names of the bees that you're after. To get these bees, they both follow the same pattern, that the 3rd bee is bred from the 1st and the 2nd. So to get a supernatural, you mix a charmed and an enchanted. So charmed and enchanted gets you supernatural, and an esoteric and a mysterious gets you an arcane. So we need to work out how to get these. So let's look at each in turn. The mysterious is bred using an esoteric and an ender bee. So ender bees come from the end, so you have to go to the end with a scoop and look for some hives there and get some ender bees, or ask someone on your server who's got some ender bees, because they are a limited resource, the ender bees. So that's how you get your mysterious from your esoteric. Your esoteric is made using vanilla forestry bees purely. So you need 2 types of bee. You need the imperial bee and the demonic bee, or you could use heroic bee, which I've not unlocked here, but that's heroic and that's demonic as well. So either way you need the demonic bee, and you either need the imperial or the heroic. Now the imperial is the top of the noble branch of bees, which is one of the first branches you probably go for. Noble branch is a bee that gives you your royal jelly and stuff, so most people are going to breed that before they do anything else, before they go into like valuable extra bees or stuff like that, is what I mean there. Well, you want to breed up to an imperial bee. That's pretty straightforward. To get an imperial you need a noble and a majestic. So again, it's that same pattern, that to get the top of the line, you breed the other 2. So to take the first step on this line, you need to look at the first bee there, the noble. And to get a noble, it's just a common and a cultivated. Common and cultivated has a chance of giving you a noble. And while we're looking at that, a common and a cultivated also has a chance of giving you a diligent. And I mention that because we've looked at our arcane branch there, how to get esoteric. If we look at the supernatural branch, that works the same way, but starts with a charmed bee. A charmed bee is a diligent bee and a valiant. So that's why so diligence is important as well. The valiant is just can drop from any hive in the world. It's just got a low drop chance. So you'll end up with some of them if you quarry, or if you just keep breaking hives, you'll end up with valiant bees. So them's the bees you need. So really 4 branches that you need to be looking at. Noble, industrious, you need just one end bee, and the other one that I've not looked at in more detail is the demonic bee you need. The demonic is the nether bees. They're a bit more tricky to breed because they've got temperature tolerances, and you have to start off in the nether and stuff like that. So that's all the bees you need to know about. If you've just done Thaumcraft and you've done no bee stuff at all, I'd advise you to look at my Valuable Bees series if you can. I know bees are boring to a lot of people, but the first episode is like a basic setup that I think would help anyone who's not done any bees just to get stuff in place. And I think episode 5 is actually about breeding, and it shows you that if you can get to the stage where you can make one of these, you can use these mutator blocks to guarantee your breeding. But I think I cover breeding without the alvearies. If you just want to do it with the apiaries, which is the normal way of doing it. Well, I said the straightforward, the tier 1 way of doing it. This is like a tier 2 way of doing it. So that's basically all you need to get to the start bees. It's just a bit of messing around, but it's basically just getting them two branches to the top, and then using them to breed that. So let me know if that answered your question, Lockley, and if it didn't, let me know why it didn't, and I'll make another video. And I hope that was informative to anyone else watching, and any other questions on any kind of bees really, just give me a shout and I'll try and help out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.